So friends, let's find our seat. You can even do the whole practice with no video. It will be just fine. Today's practice is one of blossoming the heart, the space of unconditional love and fierce compassion, of not blocking the pain of the world, but opening ourselves in presence to that pain. So place the hands in Padma Mudra, base of palms together, thumbs together, pinkies together. Let your eyes close. Nourishing the garden of your heart, allowing for the blossoming of unconditional love and compassion. Place your hands at your heart center in Anjali Mudra. We'll chant Om Hrim Hridaye Namaha. Salutations to the very innermost aspect of the heart. Om Hrim Hridaye Namaha. Om Hrim Hridaye Namaha. Om Hrim Hridaye Namaha. Om Hrim Hridaye Namaha. Gently release the hands down to the mat. Rotate the palms up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Bowing the chin down, clasp the fingers, intertwine them. Inhale. As you exhale, press the palms out, chin to chest, and slide a little bit side to side. Opening through the back of the heart, between the scapula. Send the sits bones down and inhale. Draw the arms up and back. Pull the pinky fingers back. Lengthen the spine. Deep Ujjayi breath. Exhale, release fingertips down to the mat. Rotate the palms up. Inhale. Full deep breath coming into the air element which resides at the heart space. Hands to the heart center. Anjali, bow your chin forward. Inhale. Exhale, press your palms out. Chin to chest. Scrub a little bit from side to side. So twist just a bit left, just a bit right. And send the sits bones down. Inhale. Sits bones down, crown of head up, pinky fingers back. Long, deep Ujjayi breath. Inhale, exhale, fingertips down to the mat. Again, inhale. Expand up. Exhale, hands Anjali Mudra, chin to chest. Inhale. Exhale, press palms out. Twist just a little bit side to side, feeling the scapula move underneath the skin. Send your sits bones down. Inhale, draw up and back. Pinky fingers back, sits bones down. Fingertips down to the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands Anjali, Mudra. And then open the fingers out. Come back to this Padma Mudra, this lotus blossoming at the heart. Ground down through the sits bones, right hand down, left sits bone grounds down onto the mat. Draw the left arm up, pull the left elbow back, ground through the sits bone, and begin to open and close through the heart space. You could make this very big or very small. Holding anywhere that your body needs right now. Inhale up, exhale, other side. Left hand down to the mat, ground through the right sits bone. Deep breath, draw the right arm up, pull the right elbow back. And again, coming into these little tiny twists. Opening the heart. Opening the fearless heart of compassion. Ground down through the sits bone. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Come forward onto your hands and knees. Knees down onto the mat. Walk the arms out long in front. Anahata, melting heart pose. Hold here. So I'll check and see if anyone's communicating about our bandwidth. Feel free to message me if the bandwidth is really bad on a text, because I'm flying blind. Come up onto hands and knees, ground your right hand down, slide your left arm through, palm up, left cheek onto the mat. So this practice will start slow and then it will build in intensity. Walk your right hand forward as we open out through the hips and then expand through the heart into a beautiful lotus fish pose. But allowing and inviting yourself to be right where you are, to go slowly, not really better. Oh shit, left hand, oh sorry, I'm not supposed to say that. Left hand down, right arm through, palm up. Walk left arm forward. Very weird. I will mess with the settings as I set you up into your Surya Namaskar. Place left hand down, draw right arm through, walk your hands forward, tuck the toes, inhale deeply, exhale completely, downward facing dog. Hold in your downward facing dog with long, deep breathing. Inhaling deeply, exhaling completely. Hold here as I mess with things. Inhale. Inhaling deeply, exhaling completely. Let me know now if we get any better. I changed channels. We have plenty of bandwidth. Inhale, draw your right leg up, roll your right inner thigh in and up. Press through your heel. Deep exhalation, knee to nose or to the heart. Let me know, Scarlett, if it's any better. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose or heart. Inhale, draw right leg up. Exhale, right foot comes through, left knee down onto the mat. Send the tailbone down. Inhale up, lift through the heart. Hands down to the mat, but maybe better, right foot meets the left. Let's give it a little bit of time, and then I can mess with it again. Knees and chin and chest down to the mat. Draw your elbows back, press your pubic bone down, expand up. Into a cobra pose, tuck the toes. Deep breath, inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, draw the left leg up, roll your left inner thigh in and up. Press into your left heel. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, draw up. Exhale, knee to nose or heart. Inhale, draw up. Exhale, knee to nose, draw left foot through, right knee down onto the mat. Send your tailbone down. Draw the lower belly up, expand upward. Low lunge. The heart center beginning to expand. Hands down onto the mat, left foot meets the right, downward facing dog. Knees and chin and chest down to the mat. Draw the elbows back, press the pubic bone down, expand up. Inhale from here, exhale. Come back to Anahata Asana. Walk your arms out long, heart center melting down. Rest here. I'll try one more channel and then I'll just leave it be. Long, deep breathing into the heart of compassion. This may make it way worse, or this may make it way worse, or it may improve things. At this point, I don't know. Walk your hands out in front of your shoulders, tuck the toes, inhale deeply, exhale completely, downward facing dog. Walk your feet, let me know, up underneath the hips, lift through your heart. Exhale, release down over the legs. Surya Namaskar B to generate heat. Bend the knees, squeeze the inner thighs. Inhale. Lift up. Utkatasana. Heart center open. Exhale, swan dive down and over the legs. Uttanasana. Inhale, up halfway. Exhale, legs out to the back, knees and chest, or chaturanga, not really better. Inhale, expand up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Sorry guys, I just don't know what's happening today. I've reset the routers and everything looks good. Some days it's so good and some days it is not. Exhale, draw your right foot through, ground down. Inhale, lift up, warrior one. Hands down to the mat, right foot meets the left, optionally through your vinyasa. Exhale, downward facing dog. Turn out through your right toes. Exhale, left foot comes through, ground down. Press into pinky toe edge of back right foot. Inhale up. Warrior one. Hands to the mat. Left foot meeting right. Chaturanga. Or knees and chest. Inhale. Expand upward facing dog. Inner thighs in. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Walk your feet underneath your hips, lift through your heart. Exhale, release down, bend your knees, squeeze your inner thighs. Inhale up, Utkatasana. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Other side, Surya Namaskar B, bend the knees, squeeze the inner thighs. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, down and over the legs. Inhale up halfway. Exhale. Optional vinyasa. We're back to downward facing dog. Round into your left heel. Inhale your right leg up. Deep exhalation, right foot comes through. Knee down onto the mat or lifted. Inhale up to a high lunge. Hands down to the mat. Optional vinyasa or to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Deep exhalation, left foot through. Knee onto the mat or lifted. Inhale up. High lunge or low lunge. Hands to the mat. Left foot meets right through your vinyasa. Or back to downward facing dog. Walk your feet underneath your hips, lift through your heart. Exhale, release down, bend your knees, squeeze the inner thighs. Inhale up, Utkatasana. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Stand into Tadasana, palms rotated forward, long, deep breathing in your Uttanasana. We go back. Trying to free up all of the bandwidth. There we go. Maybe last effort to make things better today. Take your legs out wide, friends, on your mat. Rotate your left toes forward and your right toes in. Extended side angle. Bend your left knee over the midline of the left foot, left forearm to the thigh. Pull the lower belly up and in and roll the left rib cage under. Reach the right arm forward and pull the head of the arm bone back, and then draw the right arm all the way by the ear. Now bend into the front knee as you press into the pinky toe edge of the back foot. This posture, extended side angle, is a hip opener. So feel the front left thigh roll back as the lower belly lifts and the side of the waist extends. Hand to the side of the waist, slowly lift up, rotate legs opposite direction. Bend other knee over midline of foot, forearm to the thigh. Roll the rib cage under, press into pinky toe edge of the back foot. Draw the arm forward, head of the arm bone back, and then sweep the arm all the way by the ear. Hands to the sides of the waist, slowly lift up, leave the legs wide, rotate, opposite direction, Trikonasana, shoulders over hips, lengthen through the sides of the waist, left hand down to the ankle, the mat or the block, pull the head of the front shoulder, for me right shoulder, could be left shoulder for you, back into the socket, and then draw arm by the ear, Shivananda Trikonasana. Hands to the sides of the waist, full deep breath, inhale up, exhale, rotate through the legs. Same thing, Trikonasana. Breathe down the back of the body, press into back heel, lengthen through, left side, left hand down to the ankle. Reach the top right arm forward, pull the head of the arm bone back, and then draw the arm all the way by the ear. Feel this front thigh roll back and pull back into the socket and then press through your back heel. So we again use this as a hip opener. Hands to sides of waist, inhale, lift. Deep breath, exhale, rotate through the legs. Squeeze inner thighs. Deep breath, inhale, exhale again, out to the Trikonasana. This time, draw left arm up towards sky. Take your thumb, rotate it down, top left thumb, rotate it down, hand to the back of the sacrum, or wrap it all the way around to the left thigh. Lift up through the right side of the waist and rotate through the head. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, switch the legs. Same thing. Trikonasana, open sides of waist. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, right arm up. Rotate the thumb down, pull. See this? Just shoulder back. Hopefully you can see. Hand to the sacrum or wrap it all the way around to the left thigh. Open through the heart. Inhale up, leave legs wide, switch feet again. Third variation. Open the arms out long, Trikonasana, right arm by the ear, left arm by the ear, or left arm by the ear and right arm by the ear. Lengthen through the sides of the waist. Now bend into your front right knee. Near Lamba, Parshva Konasana. If you'd like to, palms together. hands to your heart center. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, rotate through the feet. Long through the sides of the waist. Inhale. Exhale. Left arm by the ear, right arm by the ear. Nirlamba Trikonasana. And slowly bend into the front left knee. Rotate through the chest, palms together. Hands to your heart center. Slowly straighten through the knee. Rotate, draw legs back together. Stand forward at the front of the mat, checking. Maybe we're better. Inhale up. I don't know. Expand. Exhale down and forward. Inhale up. Exhale. Make your way to your downward facing dog. You can move through a vinyasa or hands and feet onto the mat. And turn out through the left toes. Exhale, draw right foot through. Ground down. Inhale up, warrior one. Slowly straighten through your front knee. If you like to, blocks alongside your front foot. Hands can clasp behind the back, or hands to wrists or elbows, or a reverse Anjali Mudra. Lift through the heart and then let the whole torso lengthen down like a rainbow or a waterfall over the front right leg. And bend into the front knee. Inhale, expand up, warrior one. Hands to the heart center. Coming back to this Anjali Mudra throughout our practice. Hands down to the mat. Optionally through your vinyasa or back to downward facing dog. Deep breath. Turn out through the right toes. Exhale, draw your left foot through. Ground down. Inhale. Lift up. Warrior one. Fearless heart. Activating the energy of the fearless heart. Slowly straighten through your front left knee. Clasp your hands behind your back. Elbows or palms, or bringing the hands together in reverse Anjali. Lift through the heart and then waterfall the whole torso down and over this front left leg. Bend into the front left knee. Inhale, back up, warrior one. Hands to your heart center, Anjali Mudra. Activating the fearless heart, hands to the mat, the fearless heart of compassion. Through your vinyasa or back to downward facing dog. The heart full of compassion is without fear because it feels the pain, the suffering of the world so acutely that there is no separation of me, of I, and the other. So this is what this practice slowly is beginning to coax open the heart of compassion. Inhale from here, exhale, draw your right foot through. Ground down. Inhale, lift up and over, warrior two. Shoulders over hips. Bend into the right knee. Roll the right thigh back. Inhale, the arms up. Palms together. Exhale, hands down to the heart center. 5 times. Activating the air element, the lungs and heart. Exhale, arms to warrior two. Take this left thumb, rotate it down. Back of the hand to the sacrum or hand all the way around to the right thigh. Rotate right arm up, pull the head of the arm bone back. Expand up and over. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Optional vinyasa or back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left foot comes through. Turn out through the back right heel. Ground into the feet. Squeeze the inner thighs. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Shoulders over hips. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. 5 times. Expanding the wings of the heart. Arms out to the sides. Warrior two, take this right thumb, rotate it down. Back of the hand to the sacrum or around, all the way to the left thigh. Rotate the left arm up. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, hands to the mat. Optionally through your vinyasa or back to downward facing dog. Bring your toes out as wide as the mat. Roll your inner thighs in. Lift your tailbone up. Frog dog pose. Walk the feet together. Walk your feet underneath your hips. Lift through your heart. Exhale, release down. Deep breath. Inhale up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. So we'll open the hips in Ardha Baddha Padmasana. For some friends, this will be a beautiful tree pose, Trikonasana, which also gets us this external rotation through the hip. So some friends can use the wall. Some friends will like a strap. We'll take this as a hip opener. So bend the right knee, rotate out from right hip, and place right foot onto thigh. Now make sure the heel isn't drawn back. The foot is activated. We press down through the left foot. Take the strap around the right ball of the foot. And again, this right foot could be to the ankle or to the thigh in a vrikshasana, in a tree pose. Lengthen down through the tailbone. Take the right arm up, thumb down. This is why we've done all these shoulder openers. Hand to the strap or hand to the peace sign to the big toe. Lengthen up through the left side. Inhale. Press through the left toe. Exhale. Slowly down and forward. Hand onto a block or down onto the mat. Ground down. You can bend into your left knee as you inhale. Wobble up. Hands down to the feet down to the mat. Inhale. Arms up, open the lungs. Exhale, hands to Anjali. This was a really good class, so I hope you're still with me. Right foot grounds down. We can come into Trikonasana. Or foot to the thigh. Now be very aware of the knee and the ankle and their relationship to each other. You can wrap the strap around the foot. Send the tailbone down, left arm up, rotate the thumb down, reach around, grab a hold of the strap. The strap is right around the toes. Inhale up through the right arm. Slowly lengthen down and forward. Hand onto the block or onto the mat. You can soften through the right knee so you have some play as you inhale back up. Exhale, release the foot, release the strap. Feet down onto the mat. Inhale. Up, exhale, hands to Anjali. The next posture is a variation on Uttanasana. Bend the knees over the midline of the feet. Take this right hand down to the mat or across to the left thigh and take this left arm straight up behind and then lift through the right heel. Exhale, release, same thing. Right hand comes down to the mat or comes across, forearm to the left thigh, knees are drawn back in line, and then I lift the left heel, I rotate, right arm up towards the sky. Uttanasana variation. Lengthening the sides of the waist. Inhale, exhale, inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Move through your vinyasa, if you like to, or back to downward facing dog. Now we twist to open the mid-thoracic spine. You may like a block to the top right side of the mat. Inhale, draw your right leg up. Exhale, right foot through, ground down. Inhale, lift up. Lengthen through left side. Exhale, left elbow across right knee. Hand can come down to the block or could stay on the thigh or here. Reach the right arm forward. Pull the head of the arm bone back. Draw right arm all the way by the ear. Hands to the mat, optional vinyasa. Go back to downward facing dog. Bend the knees a little bit. Other side, inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left foot comes through. Inhale, up, high lunge. Lengthen through right side, right elbow across left knee, or hand can come down to the block. Pull the head of the left arm bone back and draw the left arm by the ear. Hands down to the mat, optionally through your vinyasa, or back to downward facing dog. Pigeon pose to begin to open out the hips a little bit more, but a variation, okay? So actually first come down to the knees to open out the spine a little bit more. Then we'll take the variation on pigeon pose. Inhale, right knee to the nose. Exhale, draw the right leg up. Roll the right inner thigh in. Press through the right heel. Draw left arm by the ear. Could stop right here, reach left hand to the sacrum or left hand back around to right foot. Exhale, release. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Knees down onto the mat. Inhale, left knee to nose. Exhale, left leg up. Roll left inner thigh in. Press through the heel. Left hand down, right arm by the ear. take right hand to the sacrum, right hand down to the back foot. Exhale, release. So now we'll take this variation on pigeon pose, 2 variations. May need a block. Inhale, draw your right leg up. Exhale, right knee comes through. Knee at angle to hip. Go way up onto the block. So the hip, buttock has somewhere to sit. Tuck the back left toes. If you'd like to lift the back left foot, flex the foot, draw the arms up. Exhale to a cactus shape and lift the heart up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to the mat. You can release the block, come forward into your pigeon pose to open the hips. Hands down onto the mat. Come back to your downward facing dog. Inhale as you exhale, draw your left foot through. Right knee down onto the mat. Again, a block so you can lift way up, tailbone down. Can leave the right toes down, or you can begin to bend the back right knee. Inhale. Arms up, exhale, elbows down, heart lifts. Flex this back right foot. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Lengthen down into your pigeon pose. Eka Pada Raja Kapota Asana. Roll up through the spine, come back to your downward facing dog. Bring your legs all the way through. So here, Janu Shirshasana, head knee pose. Right foot to the inside of the left thigh, or lift the right foot, draw right foot across left thigh. Strap around the foot again, the same thing we've been working with. So it's the same posture as where we were standing. Press the foot into the strap. Draw right arm up, roll the thumb down, hand to the strap or to the foot. Inhale, left arm up, exhale down and forward. Or here, foot alongside the thigh. Inhale, exhale forward, Janu Shirshasana. Roll up through the spine, 1 vertebra at a time. Take the right leg, extend it out long. Bend the left knee, rotate out through left hip. Same thing here. Foot alongside the thigh or foot onto the thigh. Drop the knee down. Strap around the foot. Left arm up, rotate the thumb down. Hand to the lower back or hand to the strap. Inhale, exhale forward. So here, or Janu Shirshasana here. Inhale, roll up through the spine. Exhale, soles of both feet together, knees apart, draw heels in. Inhale, exhale forward. Roll up through the spine, Matsyendrasana prep. Soles of feet together, hands behind, fingers in towards the buttocks. Roll the shoulders down. Lift the heart just a little bit. Exhale, release. Next posture. Agni Stambhava, a fire log posture. We could be in a cross-legged position and then switch other leg on top if we'd like to go further. Right shin parallel to the front of the mat, left shin parallel. Lengthen through the sides of the waist. Exhale, forward. Flexing the feet, squeezing the inner thighs. Lift, rotate, draw this left ear down towards your left foot. I'm going to open the piriformis and the QL. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, other side. Left shin parallel the mat. Rotate out through right hip. And you could just cross the legs the other way in your Sukhasana, in your easy pose, if the fire log posture is not for you today. Inhale, exhale, forward. Lift up through the spine, rotate. Right ear comes down towards right foot. And if you're in the Sukhasana, you can also take this as a twist. Right ear down towards right knee. Keep the feet flexed. Ground through the sits bones. Roll up through the spine, one vertebra at a time. Now here, we begin to build towards this lotus fish pose. We can take the legs crossed in an easy Sukhasana, if that is where we are. We could take the legs in a half Padmasana, left foot across the right knee in a half lotus. Or we can begin, if the hips are open enough, to come to our full lotus posture. This will work in any of these variations. So I'll demonstrate with the Sukhasana, I think. Come down onto your back with the legs folded, half lotus, Sukhasana, or full lotus. If you're in the full lotus, the knees will probably be off the mat. Stretch your arms up behind you. And you can be in the Sukhasana. You don't have to be in the full lotus. There'll be a slight arch of the lower back. Place your hands alongside of your ears, fingers pointing back towards the shoulders, elbows up, and slowly lift yourself up to the crown of the head. Make sure you feel stable and supported, and then reach the hands down to the toes or to the thighs. If this is too much for the neck, please place a blanket underneath the neck or underneath the heart center. When you're complete, hands reach back, release the crown of the head, release the legs up towards the sky. Cross the other direction. So if you've been in your Sukhasana, other ankle on top. And maybe just here is fine, or come to the half lotus or the full lotus. Remember, if you're in your Padmasana, the knees will probably be off of the mat. Stretch the arms up long behind you. Hands by the ears, elbows in, fingers pointing towards the shoulders, lift up. I'm on my braid. Take the crown of the head onto the mat. Now you can leave the hands if the neck needs more support. If you'd like to, draw hands down to the big toes or to the thighs. Open the heart. Hands by the ears, lift up, release the back of the head, release the legs, knees into the chest, hug the knees inward. Place the feet down onto the mat, 4 to 6 inches in front of the sits bones. Bridge pose or a full wheel pose. Draw the scapula in, lift the pelvis up. And gently release down through the spine, one vertebra at a time. Hug your knees in towards your chest again. Place your feet down as wide as your mat. Take your arms to a cactus shape. Inhale as you exhale, drop both knees down and over to the right side. Flex your right foot. Draw right ankle on top of left thigh. Draw your left tip of your left shoulder blade down to the mat and rotate through your head. Exhale, release, feet down onto the mat. Inhale. Exhale, rotate other side. Flex your left foot onto the right thigh. Drop the tip of your right shoulder down to the mat. Inhale, exhale, release. Hug your knees in towards your chest. So we'll come all the way to a plow pose. If that doesn't work for you, a block underneath the sacrum. Lift the tailbone up. Draw the legs back behind. Press the pinky fingers down towards the mat. Lift the tailbone up. Take your hands to your lower back. Lift your tailbone. Lift one leg and then the other up towards the sky. If you're on the block, take both legs up. Rotate from the hips. Bring your right toes back towards your left ears. Do not turn your head. Press right toes up towards the sky. And left toes up towards the sky. Inhale, lift up, rotate. Left toes down to the right ear. We can also take this rotation if our sacrum is on the block. It just won't be so pronounced. Inhale, draw up. Squeeze the inner thighs. Press the toes up towards the sky, even if you're on the block. Exhale, knees to nose. Roll down through the spine. One vertebra at a time, knees into chest. And take the legs up towards the sky. Rotate out from the hips, hands to arches of the feet or ankles. Happy baby pose. Knees into your chest. Roll over onto your right side. Come up to seated, supported fish pose with a block. 2 blocks. So you could do a lowest block and lowest block for the head and the heart center. This is the least intense. A little bit more intense is lowest block, no block, or high block, low block. You'll place the middle block right underneath the scapula. And I like to pause here. Just kind of move and scrub the scapula, and then you'll drape the crown of the head back down. If it's too much, you could lift, block up to the second setting, or go down for the first block. Legs can extend out long, arms out to the sides. Feel this opening through the heart, through the throat. Place your feet down onto the mat. Slowly roll over onto your right side. Come up to seated. And then come back down onto your back. One more twist. Left leg extends out long. Right knee into chest. Rotate right leg across the left. Take your right arm and sweep it up by your right ear. Rotate and release. Right leg out long, left knee into chest. Exhale, draw across. If you like to, sweep the left arm all the way up by the left ear. And then release. Soles of feet together, knees apart. Supta Baddha Konasana. Take your legs, we'll extend them out long, and we'll make our way into our Shavasana. Legs extended out long, palms up alongside of the hips. Eyes closed. Jaw releasing. Bring your mind to the space of your heart. And allow your breath to direct the chest, the seat of Anahata Chakra, the center of unconditional love. With each inhalation, allow the heart to open just a little bit. With each exhalation, create a space to embrace the compassion and the lightness, the grace and sweetness, the gratitude and appreciation that naturally expands from the heart. And draw in a deeper breath. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes and rotate your wrists and your ankles. Stretch your body. Roll over onto your right side. Make your way up to seated. Place your hands again in this Padma Mudra, base of palms together, thumbs together, pinkies together. And let your eyes close. As compassion naturally unfolds with the flowering of this mudra, take some time to offer a heartfelt prayer for the happiness of all beings, loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Recognizing that every being seeks love within the limits of their understanding. And as the subtle heart opens, compassion, communion, and universal love arise naturally. And bring your hands back to this Anjali Mudra where we began. Om Hrim Hridaya Namaha. Salutations to the innermost heart space, the Hridaya, the secret cave of the heart inside of the Anahata Chakra, the Hridaya. Inhale. Om Hrim Hridaya Namaha. Om Hrim Hridaya Namaha. Om Hrim Hridaya Namaha. May all beings find happiness loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. And we'll chant Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Exhale out. Inhale in. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Namaste, friends. Please say bye before you go. I will come check the chat, and we will